Okay, welcome to a little tutorial on Student Report Writer. Let's give you some background. Basically, Student Report Writer, if you're a teacher who hates writing student reports but has to do so, this app can make your life a whole lot easier. Since most reports are similar, with different sentences for different levels of student classwork, homework and progress, it just seems sensible to take sentences commonly used and find a way to basically copy and paste the appropriate level of sentences for each student. That's basically what Student Report Writer does. Basically, I use this to do all my reports. Sometimes I do a little bit of post-editing in Microsoft Word just to customize the reports a little or put them into the appropriate form. Let me show you how I do this today. Okay, let's start Student Report Writer. So here's Student Report Writer, and there's no reports at the moment. I suppose the most important thing is this slider at the bottom, because you want to decide what type of report you want to write. Student evaluation, there's a few samples so you can create your own, and there's instructions on their website for how to do that. Let me say I'm going to make an email writing course. You can see a little mini review down the right. Let me show you how to write a report. First, very first thing to do, I guess, is to set the name. It's pretty useful if you set Mr. or Ms. at the start, because the app understands grammar and correct his or her or him or her or he or she quite easily and automatically. So if we look at this first, so what we've got is 3 sliders here and 4 sliders there. So this gives you an introduction. Move the slider to the right, it's a better sentence. Move the slider to the left, it's not as good a sentence for the student. Move the slider right to the left, and it disappears if you want to get rid of it. So let's say this is a reasonably good student. So Mrs. Jones, if we look at the preview, so as we're moving this slider, let's move up a bit. Mrs. Jones became a very good email writer during the class, getting near to native English writer level by the end of the course. And that's okay. We'll do a nice one here, another one here, whatever sentence I think. And every time I'm moving these sliders, it's giving me the kind of sentences that I want in preview, and it's putting them down there. So reading aloud, class materials be reviewed regularly. So now I've got a report, and if I want to go to the top left, I can review to see what it looks like. Looks okay, and we go to the top left again, and we go back to the report. So the thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to save it to iTunes. Once I've saved it to iTunes, if I really want, I could email it straight away, but it's just a text document, so it's not so useful. Or I could email it to myself. But in this case, it's saved to iTunes, so now I'm going to move on to the Macintosh computer and show you how I edit this. Before that, what I would do in reality is create all the reports. So now we've edited our single report, and then get them out of iTunes and do a little bit of post-editing. But in this case, I'm just showing you just for one report. Basically exactly the same for a Windows machine as well. So let's go to my device, which is in this case an iPad Air. Don't go into summary, but go over to apps, go down to this file sharing area, and let's scroll down until we find, where is it? Student Report Writer SRW. There's all these things in here, but the only thing that's important is the reports. So let's save this, and we're going to save that. I just did it a minute ago, so let's do it again. And now if we have a look, we've got our report here, and in Mac you can just preview by pressing the spacebar. That looks okay. So let's open that up. and we've got something that looks like that. And it seems to be a few things I'm not sure. Want to check those. Maybe a spelling mistake. So let's go and open up Microsoft Word. Here's the document I'm going to edit. Let's get rid of this. It's unimportant. Oops. Maybe a bit important. Get rid of that bit. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the first section and copy it into Writing Skills Comments, which looks like that, and take the second section and copy it in here. And we'll put that on new line. Okay, and now I'm just going to basically read through this. That's pretty good. Now in this course we didn't use a DVD. Well, listen and repeat using DVD, new program. That's pretty good. I don't really need to do any post-editing. The word Janglish is actually a means Japanese English, so it's not a spelling mistake. Then I've just got to let's go over to Mrs. Jones, take her name, put that in there, and so on, company name, course name, and that's it. Now all I have to do is I just save the report, and I've just completed a report, and I could fill in the skills areas with what I thought, or the homework preparation, print it out and sign it. Okay, hope you enjoyed this video.